everybody, and welcome back to the Knab and Ro Show. I'm here with my compatriot and partner in crime, Ro. Say hi, Ro.
Hi, kids.
And welcome back to the podcast.
Yay!
Yay! So what are we talking about today, Ro?
We're going to talk about movies.
Movies?
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have watched a lot of movies lately, seeing as...
What's a movie?
Go anywhere. Oh, really? You know, movies used to be the thing that you went to a theater and ate popcorn and drank soda and ate candy and watched something on the big screen.
It's been so long.
It has. It's been very long.
I miss it. You know, I will tell you, so speaking of movies, theaters and all that good jazz, in Amelia, which is about 45 minutes from here in Cincinnati, from my house, so it's southeast of my house, so like east of the city of Cincinnati. They have a drive-in theater called I think it's Starlight Drive-In or something like that. Yeah, I love it. Unfortunately, I think they're open, but they're not opening the the concession stands and all that. But other than that, the rest should be open, which I am super stinking excited about because I love that place.
Yeah, drive-ins are fun. I never went to a drive-in until I was in college, actually. There is a drive-in just outside of the town I went to college in, and they would have special discounts for students, and it was like, what, $10 a carload, and I had an old 85 Chevy Caprice, and you could fit a lot of people in there, and so we would always take, it was like pretty much a couch on wheels, and we'd throw some chairs in the back in the trunk, and then we'd get there, and everybody would exit and, sit in the lawn chairs, or, half of them would stay in the car or whatever.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a lot of fun. It was fun. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Now, did you do the radio tuning to the station to get the good quality audio in your car, or did you do the old-fashioned one? Which
no, they had the radio.
Okay, so I've done this once before, where you do the it's like a little metal speaker, so it's like giant wires just wired underneath this place. You can only imagine what it would look like the electrician that had to put this crap together. But you take it, you put the speaker on your car, and you literally opened up, you brought lounge chairs, and just did that.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was very, very nostalgic.
It was so good.
Yeah,
so, which type of movies would we like to talk about first?
Well, let's see here. I know that there's lots of different genres, and I looked them up, so let's just go down the list. I think that would probably be the more simplest.
The more simplest?
The more simplest, because I speak gooder.
You speak gooder?
I do.
Oh my gosh. Story of my life.
All right.
Okay, I need to take a tangent. Speaking of grammar, which we're totally going to have to do a whole podcast on grammar. I used to have this ex-girlfriend back in high school. She was in the rival high school, all that jazz. Anyways, I won't get too far into it. But she would always get on to me about saying well instead of I'm doing good. Because I used to always say I'm doing good. And she would totally just rip on me, be like, no, you're doing well and you're not doing good. Blah. And yeah, that's my story at the end. And it's that, yeah. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to venture down that road, because I definitely, there's definitely differences in how accents between East and West Coast. But anyway, whole nother podcast. We'll hit that nail on the head later and talk about that. But we're going to focus on movies.
All right.
All right. So what is your favorite action movie?
Well, I'll have to say, and people might be like, oh my gosh. Top Gun. Back in the day, like the original, I know there's number 2 coming out soon, but Top Gun, I grew up on that. We have a big flying family. We are very active in the Dayton Air Show here in Cincinnati, or in Dayton Air Show in Dayton, right? And it's just everything from it. Just, I mean, it's like when I was growing up, it was the essence of being a man, right? So you have the men who are pilots, who are soldiers, who, are fighting, but also going through training and all the ups and downs. It was like, it's just my favorite action. I absolutely love it. It's fantastic.
I would probably have to say my favorite action movie, and this is, I haven't had a lot of, this is all like on the top of my head, trying to think. I'm sure there's better ones if I actually went through my movie collection to like figure it out. But I would probably have to say my favorite action movie that I could watch over and over again is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Ooh, that one is good. I actually watched
Yeah.
that last week when I was with my father. We were down in North
Yeah.
Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably my favorite action movie that I can think of right now. I mean, I'm sure there's a better one, and I'll think of it later at like 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm trying to fall asleep. They're like, oh, I should have said that one instead.
Isn't that how we always do our podcast? Like, for example,
Yeah.
my buddy Marshall keeps getting on me because during our food podcast, I didn't mention anything about bologna. And when he and I lived together and all that jazz, I would just like pound packages of bologna. I know it's so gross. It's gross, but I absolutely loved bologna. But, you know, it happens.
Yeah. Well, and in our TV show podcast, too, I can't believe I totally left out Full House. Like, I know all those episodes just as much as Little House on the Prairie, and I can't believe I didn't even mention Full House.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's true.
So bad. So bad.
So,
all right. Moving on. Comedy. Oh, this is a good one.
This is a hard one.
Really? See, there's a lot to pick from for me, and so it'll be hard to kind of narrow it down. On
Ooh, I know what it is. Oh, I know.
Okay, go ahead. You can go first.
No, ladies first. Ladies first.
Okay. So I think, at least, like I said, I know I'm probably missing some, and people are going to be like, oh, why didn't you think of this one? But I'm going to go, it's going to be a tie between Tommy Boy and Son-in-Law.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
What? Yeah, those
Son-in-Law is my favorite comedy of all time. Oh my god. Hey,
so
bro, look, Steven Tyler PJs. Steven Tyler PJs.
I need a screwdriver. I'm sorry, I'm all
out of vodka. Oh my gosh. Hey, Barros and James, mind if I whittle some wood with you, bro?
Squishy puppy cheeks. Squishy puppy cheeks. Oh my god. We could go on for hours.
Oh my gosh. Might have taken someone awfully big to drive that, huh, Theo?
Such a good movie.
The best. Oh my god. Okay, so
I love it.
Pauly Shore, in my opinion, is probably one of my favorite comedic actors of all time.
I would not say that. I think I've seen Biodome and I've seen Encino Man, and Son-in-Law. I mean, Biodome was okay.
They're not all creative.
I didn't like Encino Man.
That was a weird one.
I mean, Biodome was okay, and I would watch it again. Not like as much as I would watch Son-in-Law, but Son-in-Law for me, that was like his movie. That was it for him. Like
it was.
Yeah, I just couldn't. Yeah, such a good movie. Now I need to go watch that.
I know. We should have a Knab and Ro movie night.
I know. Yeah. So that's probably my most favorite comedy that's out there. Definitely. Well, I'm glad we agreed on something.
Yes, that's fantastic. I absolutely love
that. That's awesome. All right, moving on to the next genre.
Yes, that's so fantastic.
Drama. What's your favorite drama?
Oh gosh, we're talking movies, right?
Yeah.
What actually constitutes a drama? Because when I hear drama, I think of like soap operas. You know what I mean? Like.
I feel like dramas are kind of like the majority of
like chick flicks.
Yeah, but not like. I mean, they could be sappy or not.
Can I say? Well, it's more of an action, but there is a love story in it. The movie Sahara. Ooh. With Matthew McConaughey and
see, I think I would. I don't know. I think I would characterize that more as an action.
Yeah, it is action. I mean, you know, he gets the girl in the end, and it's all romantic and stuff. But I don't. Oh gosh, chick flicks. Holy crap. Okay, let me just say, there's nothing better than a good old Hallmark movie, and I'm just gonna lump them all in there because I have no idea.
Yeah, but those are TV movies.
Okay, The Notebook. It's so romantic.
Yes, The Notebook is definitely a good one. I enjoyed the book as well. But there is a genre of romance, so that I feel like would be more romance.
Oh, then I have no idea where to go with this one.
Okay, well you can think about it. I can give you a couple of I have two. No, I have more than two. So many. So I'm going to do some shout outs here. A League of Their Own is probably my. It's a good staple.
Okay.
I don't know if have you seen that? Have you heard about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Love that movie. Pretty Woman is, well, I guess I'll say Pretty Woman for romance because I feel like that would, well, I don't know. See, dramas and romance kind of overlap. There's a gray area in between. I also enjoy Dirty Dancing. That's a good one.
Oh, that's considered a drama.
Oh, well, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Maybe
then.
that's more romance. I don't know.
That's more romance. See, I don't understand the whole drama. Just skip drama. Nobody cares about drama.
We'll combine romance and drama together. How's that sound?
Yeah, that works.
Because this is our podcast and we can do what we want.
That is darn tootin' right.
So Notebook's a good one. Pretty Woman, Dirty Dancing, League of Their Own's a good one. Shoot. What else? That's probably all I'm gonna go with right now because I could go on for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll go with that.
All right. And then what?
Let's see. What's next? Fantasy.
Ooh, okay.
Fantasy.
This is tough. Ooh, wait, no, I had this one pop in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go first on this one. I'm gonna go first.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Avatar.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Like the blue people movie, like the giant smurf people.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so nice. The music, the look, everything is just amazing in my opinion.
Oh, nope, that is good. That is definitely good.
Yeah.
Fantasy. Just trying to think. I don't know. So I'm not a big, fantasy person. I mean, Avatar's a good one.
Really?
Yeah.
With all the wildness, you're not a fantasy person?
I know. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess no. I'm a girl.
What?
I like my chick flicks and my rom-coms. Just trying to think.
Okay.
I would probably have to say Hancock with Will Smith and Charlize Theron.
I just watched it last week too.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably have to go with that. That's probably my favorite.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
It's kind of got a lot of. It's got the love. It's got the action. It's got they're superheroes. So
yeah.
I mean,
okay, yeah. I mean,
kind of encompasses everything.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I feel like we've missed out with action and fantasy and all that stuff. The modern, like the superhero ones, like Endgame, the Avengers, stuff like that. I mean, I think they're all awesome. Honestly, I was a huge fan of the DC's. What is the DC one? What was the heck was that? I don't remember what that was called.
DC was Batman right?
Yeah, Batman, Superman, all that jazz.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it wasn't as popular as the Avengers. What the heck?
Marvel.
Or Marvel. Yeah.
Marvel and DC. Those are the two superhero brands.
Yeah, but what the heck was the actual movie called? I totally forget.
Where they never saw any of those.
Oh man. Okay.
Legion of what is it? League of something.
No,
League of something.
No. We're so bad. Oh my god, Lord! People are like, these guys are idiots.
Yeah. Clearly, I don't. I'm not a comic book person.
Well, okay. Let me just go back to my points. My point is, I absolutely love Superman every way, shape, or form. So if there's a Superman movie, I'll watch that before anything else, all the time, every time, no matter what. I would just always.
Who's your favorite Superman?
Ooh, that's a good question. So I'm a big fan of the Superman from Smallville. Although it's like the beginning of Superman and all his stuff like that. I do like that, but I mean, he's just so good. I just like it. And then the current actual Superman from the DC recent films, I like those.
Henry.
Really nice. Yeah, the Witcher.
So yummy. Henry.
Bleh. Yeah, sure. I'll give you that one.
He's so good. Yum, yum, yum.
Oh my goodness.
Who's your favorite Batman?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
I'm gonna have to go with Michael Keaton. I
was gonna say that. I do like the guy right before Ben Affleck, who did a lot of them. Christian Bale. Yeah. He was good.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought he was real good.
He had the voice. The boy. Yeah, I didn't enjoy George Clooney or Val Kilmer, but
I don't even remember those, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Michael Keaton's where it's at for me for Batman.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I guess. Oh, Justice League.
Justice League. There you go. I knew it had a league in it.
I know. I was like racking my brain. That's why it sounds like I'm like tripping over my words trying to talk to Ro right now. It's because I was thinking of that freaking title. I was like, what is that? I know what it is. But yeah, Justice League.
Yeah, we figured it out. Woohoo.
Yeah. So.
Perfect. All right, moving on. Let's see. What's our next one?
Next category, please.
Next category, horror.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the ones we don't like too?
Oh, well, okay. So here's I'm gonna preface this. So I don't watch scary movies in the theater because I like to hide behind my hands and a pillow or some sort. So I always watch them at home, and I always watch, like, if I know a movie's gonna be like I'm gonna cry, like when it comes to like anything about animals, family, whatever, I'm a mess, and so I don't like to cry in public because I like ugly cry. I like Claire Danes' ugly cry, so I'd like to much rather do that in my home, so no one can see me, so I can be my ugly cry face and be a snot nose and everything and not have to worry about people judging me for it. Because I cry at like everything. I cry in so many Disney movies. I mean, I digress. But
okay,
yeah.
So speaking of crying at movies, have you seen Click with Adam Sandler?
No.
Oh my gosh, watch it.
I don't. Wait, maybe I have. I feel like I have. Did they make two of them?
No, there's just the one with the remote, like the universal remote.
I thought they did Click too.
No, did they?
I don't know.
If they did, I missed, because I absolutely love Adam Sandler.
I mean, The Notebook gets me every time. There's a bunch of Disney movies that you do, but I don't want to talk about Disney movies because that's its own separate podcast.
That is true. That is true.
So we're gonna keep that away.
Keep on moving. Keep the bus moving.
Yeah. So horror movies, and go.
Okay, so the one, see, I don't really have like horror movies that I like. I think most of them are stupid. But
and we can lump the horror and the thriller together too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't own a lot of scary movies.
I mean,
Inception was a good thriller, but I don't think that was a thriller.
It was more like a sci-fi, or however you want to lump it, in fantasy.
Yeah, we could do that. I will tell you that I found, and I still to this day I get scared and hide behind a pillow at certain parts. But The Ring is one of mine, and then 30 Days of Night is another one.
Ooh, I don't know that one.
Ooh, that's the one that has what's his name? Yeah, it's about it's a vampire movie, and it's about this town up in Alaska that goes a month in darkness, and these like vampires come to the town and just like massacre them, and the town has to like try and beat these vampires. It's really good. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's pretty gory, like blood, lots of blood
this is like
everywhere.
A fantasy horror film.
Yeah.
So
I mean, more scary. I would, yeah. You should, yeah. Every Halloween, I watch 4 movies. I watch The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown,
oh my gosh.
Hocus Pocus, The Sign, and then 30 Days of Night. Those are my Halloween movies. But yeah, it's pretty. To me, it's intense. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay, so let me just preface this. So the ones I refuse to see again, I cannot stand, I do not like, Final Destination movies.
Oh jeez, I still watch the first one over again. I like that one.
Ugh, I hate.
Cheesy. It's so cheesy. It's good.
Well, it's cheesy, but like I thought about like Final Destination 3. It's the roller coaster one. The
Yeah, I didn't watch the rest of them because they look dorky.
Oh yeah, it just kind of freaks me out.
The first
I don't know, it just kind of weirds you out, so to speak, in a way, you know.
No, I get it.
the ones I really can't stand is what the heck is it? Saw, because some psychotic freak could possibly do something like that, and that's what freaks me out the most. All the supernatural, Freddy, Jason, blah blah blah, I could give two craps about. You know, it's the realization that somebody could do something psychotic, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, that's why I won't watch the Strangers with Liv Tyler, because that could actually happen, and that's just creepy. Oh, no, thank you.
There was one, I forget what it was, but this guy, he was, I think he was a Spanish actor, real big, burly, deep voice. He was a murderer, and he would always flip a coin. And if you flip the coin in some way, you die.
Huh.
I don't remember what it was called, but he kind of I can't, I'm going to try to imitate his voice. But yeah. If I think of that one, I'll maybe say it the next podcast. But anywho,
there you go. Yeah.
So next topic, ma'am.
Next topic. Let's see. What is our next one? Mystery. Mystery.
I like National Treasure, or
yes.
I just think
those
it's
are good.
Fun because there's a little bit of comedy in it. You know, slightly.
Yeah. But it's educational at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. I do like that.
Yeah. No, I would definitely, I would agree with that. Oh, you know what I did? Okay, fantasy. The Harry Potter movies.
Oh, yes. I agree with you. Yeah. Those are definitely on the top of the list, for sure.
Yeah. Harry Potter, all of them. Although they might be considered mystery, too.
Well, I'm going to say no.
No?
No. Negative.
No, okay. Mystery. Yeah, I think I'd have to go with the National Treasure ones. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, it is. So that's number 2 that we agree on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay, look at us. Look at us.
We're doing things. Yeah.
Although a lot of people would... Okay, I'm going back to the son-in-law thing. A lot of people haven't seen that, which really surprised me. Because it is hella funny.
It is.
I don't... And it's cheesy, and it's great, and it's hilarious, and...
I think if they haven't seen it by now, and they're closer to our age or younger, then they're not going to see it.
Well, and I think it was one of those movies that didn't do well in the theater, but after the fact, it has like a cult following. The Princess Bride. That's a good one too. That's another good movie to reference. Princess Bride. That could go under the romance as well. What was another one? Oh, the Goonies. The Goonies was another one too.
Yes. Those were good.
Yeah. But
goodness gracious! All right, how many topics do we have left?
I think just one more. Let me see. Get back to my list here. Romance and thriller were the only other ones, but I think we kind of already talked about those. But I have one that isn't on the list. I have a good question for you.
Do it.
What is your favorite sports movie?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm trying to. I mean, that is a really good one.
I know mine. I mean, I can give a couple.
You go first. Yeah, you go first. Go ahead.
So, a couple of my shout-outs are Cool Runnings.
Oh yeah,
so it's a good one.
1 for the money, 2 for the show.
That's a good one. And then The Blind Side, I really liked that movie too. But my ultimate.
Hold on, Blind Side, is that the one with Keanu Reeves?
No, that's the one with Sandra Bullock.
Oh yeah, that's a new one.
And Michael Orr, yeah. But my all-time favorite sports movie is Remember the Titans.
That is a good one. Left side, strong side.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess A League of Their Own would fall under that because it is about the girls.
That's true.
Baseball team. But
the one that came. Oh, I know what it is.
Uh-oh.
Major League.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love the Major League movies. And then what was that? I can remember the guy's character's name was Falcon. It was Keanu Reeves. He played Falcon, the quarterback for this football team.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts.
Was it like not the reserves?
No, the replacements.
The replacements. Yes, I knew it started with an R.
It was so good.
Yeah, that was good too. I haven't seen that in a really long time.
Yeah, that one's a really good. I love that one. That's a good one.
Yeah. Any other movie? I think that's it on our list. Are there any other movie shout-outs that you think our listeners would appreciate?
I mean, see, I have a very different taste on a lot of people. Okay, I have one. Although, I have to tell you, if you have not seen the movie or read the book, watch the movie first, or you're going to be extremely disappointed.
No.
But I am obsessed with Aragon.
Oh.
Now,
is that a movie or a TV show?
It is a movie.
Okay.
So they made one movie, and it didn't do so good because the books just are 5,000 times better, literally. I know they say, oh, the book's always better than the movie, but no, legit, it left out so much information from the books and the movie. It was just ridiculous, and it literally, once I finally listened or read the books, I'm like, oh, yeah, no. I can't do that. That's just going to upset me.
Right.
But yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, Ro.
Sounds good. Just trying to think. I think so many. Oh, jeez. Juno was a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's such an interesting one.
It is. It's like awkwardly interesting. But I enjoy it.
Comedic drama.
Yeah. But there's some funny parts in it, though, too. I don't know. It's kind of all-encompassing a little bit. I liked that one. And then the movie Stardust with Michelle Pfeiffer and Claire Danes.
Oh, yeah. That one's a good one.
That's a good one. I know I mentioned Princess Bride earlier, so that's another one. But yeah, I mean, we could go on for hours talking about movies. So it's kind of just touching the surface a little bit. Hopefully it generates some fond memories of movies that people used to watch. May generate some interest in others that they haven't seen.
That's right.
Everybody seems to have a little bit more free time these days, so may give you some sort of advantage of checking out some other movies and check them out.
Yeah, absolutely. So are we done with the categories then?
Yeah.
That was it?
Yep, those are all the categories.
Wow.
Yeah, that was it.
That was a fast one.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, we could get... I'm afraid if we don't keep it minimal, then we could go on for a really long time.
Yeah, I mean, this is one that we could literally, if we start talking about the specific movies in general, we're going to start really diving deep into them.
Yeah,
it's going to be a pain
and that's
in the butt.
Yeah, and that's why I kept. Musicals. Musicals. That's a genre. Favorite musical. And go.
See, I'm so bad. I feel like the ones that certain ones I do like, but I can't think of them right now. Not music, man. What the heck is it? The Greatest Showman.
Ah, yes, so good.
The Greatest
so
Showman.
Good.
I do love me some Greatest Showman.
If you have not seen The Greatest Showman, you need to see it.
Agreed.
It has a great message, good songs, entertaining. It's very, very well done. Very, very well done. That's my number 2. My number 1 is Sound of Music. I love me some Julie Andrews. I just love that movie. It's just like a nice hug. It's great. I love it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's so true though.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Well, good. So I mean, I would say fan of the opera, but I mean, when it comes to movies, I feel like the Fan of the Opera movie was nowhere near as good as the actual musical is supposed to be.
Oh gosh, no. I mean, they did a good job because that's my number 1 favorite Broadway show.
Me too, Ro.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I love. I cry in that. Movie, in that show. I've seen it twice on Broadway, and not on Broadway, but when it tours. But I still cry. I just love the entire story about everything. And I enjoyed the movie. Nowhere near as good as the live show, but I thought they did better than some Broadway to movies that have been made.
So let's basically say what it is. Gerard Butler, Great actor.
Mm-hmm.
Good singer.
Yeah.
Not the best for an operatic musical.
Yeah, definitely not.
That's where I had the biggest problem. When I heard it sing, before I knew who it was, I was like, oh god, who the hell did they cast for the Phantom?
I mean, he did fine. I mean, there could be worse.
Yes, there could be worse.
Yeah, I mean, could have been way worse. I will tell you that what's his name?
Michael Crawford?
I mean, he's amazing.
Yeah.
But no. Oh my gosh, Russell. What's his last name? The guy that played Gladiator.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe, not a singer. I saw Les Mis. Nope, he should not have been in that. No. And Pierce Brosnan can't sing either from Mamma Mia.
Oh my
Can't do
gosh.
it.
Don't even get me started.
Couldn't get through that movie because of him.
No, I know. Don't even get me started.
Anyway.
Don't get me started. I mean, beyond the fact that I really can't stand Meryl Streep as a human, but I can't. No. It's too chicky for me, anyways.
So good.
Nah, no, I can't do it.
I love her.
But what else was I going to say? Okay, and
are we going back to the Phantom? I'm sorry, I totally
no. We're staying with
that's
musicals. No, we're staying with musicals.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be bad because I really this defeats the purpose of my favorite movie musical.
Oh no.
Mr. Wolverine. Let's talk about. I love the Jackman. Don't trust me. I love Hugh Jackman.
No, you're gonna break my heart.
At first, when I first heard it, I was not a fan of his singing abilities. As far as there's thousands of other people that would be a little bit more qualified as far as like a vocal singing voice for that specific role to sing opera a little bit better than he does, a lot better than he does.
Oh, in Les Mis. Okay, in Les Mis. Got it.
In Les Mis.
I was thinking of the Greatest. Yeah, I was thinking of the Greatest Showman.
Greatest Showman, he was perfect.
No. Okay.
No, I'm talking about like in Les.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, if for example, Bring Him Home, one of my all-time favorite male vocal songs of any musical out there. You have to sing it so delicately, right?
Yeah.
And here comes the Jackman. Bring him home. Like it wasn't there.
Yeah.
I just couldn't stand it. I heard it and I was like, nope, delete.
No, I get if watching or hearing the soundtrack of the current, like most recent Les Mis and having him in it, I could see how you'd be like, he does a way better job in The Greatest Showman.
Correct.
But I had heard him sing because he was back in Australia. That's where he started. It was musical theater, and I had seen some like snippets of shows that he had done and heard him in like a completely different octave and other things. And so I knew what he could do. So I don't think it affected me as much hearing him in Les Mis because I'd already heard him before and I knew. I mean, it was just a different, different perspective, I guess. I mean, it's a whole different show, but
yeah. Well, the problem is you have like the Phantom, Les Mis, all these other ones that have been on Broadway. Have all these amazing singers like Michael Crawford and these other people that you compare them to. But when it comes to, I just totally forgot the name of this stinking musical. Oh my gosh, The Greatest Showman. Wow. When it comes to The Greatest Showman, he made that his own. It was his.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There wasn't anybody else to compare it to. It was his voice. That's the only one you compare it to. That's that.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
It's always hard to make a sequel.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of movies.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But either way, I mean, he can sing nonetheless. He can.
Yeah. Even when there is a YouTube video on him when he was practicing and singing for that. He just had a cancer spot removed for his nose. And it was all swollen. The doctor told him not to sing, and he just keeps singing and busts out. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that.
Well, and I think that was I know which one you're talking about because I had seen it too, but that was when they were trying to sell making that movie to producers and people. So they were trying to get the green light on making the movie, and he was so passionate about it and had been trying to get this movie made for years. I mean, it wasn't something, I mean, he was like the one that really started to like push for this movie to be made. And yeah, so he was like, I've given it all I got because I really want this movie to be made. And so yeah, I remember that video. Watched it lots of times.
Exactly. Absolutely.
So good. So good.
Well, we're about 34, almost 35 minutes in. I think we should call this a good stopping point. Or else we could literally go on for hours talking about this topic.
I know. Yeah. No, I agree. Totally agree.
Yes.
Totally agree.
Yeah. So, everybody, I want to thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. If you've liked this podcast, go ahead and jack that like button right in the nose. Don't forget to tell your friends and family about the Knab and Ro Show. And as always, the podcast is a wrap.
Till next time, kids.